Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz. It is July 7, 2018 at 1:12 a.m. Birmingham, and topic is Facebook and their attempts to, well, brainwash a few people, like 2 billion. But let me tell you why I'm going here, because anyway, it'll make sense in a moment. Here's what I said. Facebook removes a page, but it doesn't say that, a Declaration of Independence excerpt for hate speech. That's by Breitbart. They removed an excerpt from the Declaration of Independence claiming the text violated policies on hate speech. And that's not all. There's a group out there, a gospel group, Zion's Joy, that had a song, What Does Heaven Look Like? They banned them. They removed that song from Facebook. Apparently there was an outcry. Here's what I said. If this is true, be on notice. I will close my Facebook 100%. If the Declaration of Independence is hate speech, then I'm done with Facebook, period. And I put a 72-hour notice as of 5:33 p.m. on July 5, 2018. Then I'm going to shut it down. Well, today on Dana Prino, it was on Fox News, July 6, 6 p.m., she filled in, and these two items, the page from the Declaration of Independence and the song from Zion's Joy, has been reinstated to Facebook. Does not violate Facebook's policies, says a spokesperson. So with that, well, that's what I wrote. But let me tell you why I'm up in the air about that. Okay? Bear with me. Let's look at Stalin. This is a Russian dictator. And you had others before him and one after him. You had Hitler in Germany. You had Castro in Cuba. And you had 9 others in Russian bloc countries. You had North Korea and Myanmar, and there's other countries out there. They had a similar, and even through Europe, they had a similar Bill of Rights or declaration that protected its citizens, just like we have today. And just like why we need Supreme Court justice to uphold our Constitution, or our Declaration will be ripped apart. And the point is, between these countries, there was well over 100, and no one knows the real number, to 200 million people killed. All because the new Constitution outdated the original democratic Constitution that actually protected its people. And when they do something like that, they begin a slow process of brainwashing you. And then it turns into loudspeakers like all over North Korea, like it did in these Russian bloc countries, like it does in China and several of its cities. All propaganda. This is what's going to happen when our country falls. After the church is removed, then there's no restrainer here. There's nothing to stop that from coming. And believe me, it's coming. The Bible gives us an end date, that after these things, then the end shall come. and it tells us all of the things. Well, one is there's a new world order, and I'm talking about the world joins in, and any country that won't will be destroyed. And I'm not saying America is one of those that will be destroyed, but I will say this: America is one of those that will not come to aid Israel in their time of need, meaning somehow, some way, we were disabled and unable to help Israel in their time. So I would say that yes, we fell. And again, if Trump had not come in under Hillary, we would have already fallen. I believe the rapture of the church would have already occurred. God had a different, he wasn't ready for that. Let's just say that. But these countries, upon the change, the dictators were in place, and they must remove all those who oppose, which is most of the country. And it's very easy, like Hitler. Look how easy it was for him over a period of time to get 9 countries to join with him. And look how many Jews he killed out of those 9 countries. Believing his lies, believing all of it. But again, I'm on this bandwagon now, today, because of what Facebook said. And the goal will be of a giant news broadcaster, which will be, you got 2 billion plus people now who are members on Facebook, who are on Facebook, who communicate daily on Facebook, who puts their life right up in front of the world to see on Facebook. That will become a tool for propaganda one day. That's how it starts. That's how it happens. And Facebook will do that one day. Among all newspapers, they'll do it. Among all the radio broadcasts you hear, well, forget hearing your favorite songs. You start hearing the state speech. So, guys, I just wanted to tell you about what Facebook tried to do. And this is not all. They've done a lot of other things, but these are ones that really told me, get off Facebook. And then someone called me today and said, don't get off, use them until they kick you off. And I started to do that, except Dana came on the news today and said that they withdrew both of these from Facebook and reinstated them. And with that, I put what I said back in there, and I'm back on, but I am going to be a watchdog like they've never seen. A lot of people don't speak up on what Facebook does because they don't want to get kicked off. I don't give a rat's butt if I'm kicked off Facebook or not. To be honest, I really don't care. Just had to air out what I had on my mind, guys. Don't let anybody tell you that, that what you believe in is false, and to call it hate speech, that's just the first step. Had not enough people said something about it, it would have remained. And I believe a lot of people would have gotten off, like a whole 100,000 maybe 50,000, I don't know. But enough that it would have made a difference, made them open their eyes. Anyway, you got my point. I just wanted to get it over to you. And if it happens again, you'll hear from me. Jody Wolf Expoz.